What stressed you out so terribly that?
A lot of things. I think, well, number one is not knowing how to handle stress because I'd never experienced that. And making money is terrifying because I was like, oh shit, I'm actually making money. And so my body manifested that through stomach and through other health issues. Yeah, it was just not knowing how to do that, not knowing how to breathe, not having a healthy relationship with my breath, and not knowing how to create an arsenal of tools to, not to manage stress, because I don't buy that. I love stress. I think stress is beautiful, and every time I see it, I hug it, and I ask what it wants. That was a neat exercise my therapist told me how to do. He said, if you're really stressed out, meaning when you know where your stress manifests, like it's usually here for me on the right side. Some people get, they clench their jaw. My girlfriend gets like, her neck itches or something like. We all do it in our own ways. So when my body says that, what I used to do, I don't do it anymore because I don't need to, but for a long time what I do is I'll sit down and have a conversation with my stress. Of course I write it because shocking. But no, it's like, hey stress, how's it going? Oh, pretty good, how are you? I'm not feeling so good. What'd you come by for? Oh, I wanted to tell you that you're an idiot. And, and it's actually a fun, creative exercise that my therapist said, like, you'll feel stupid, but I'd rather feel stupid than be in pain. So he says, have a conversation with your stress. And that was really helpful. And so for me, just not knowing how to handle that and not, I guess not having a foundation underneath all the weight of the good things that were happening, which is just the problem with being too successful, too fast, too early, is that it might collapse. And it did. My left lung collapsed. It's called a sporadic pneumothorax, and you have a tube in your chest for a week. And I feel like if you have a tube in your chest, it's probably a lesson. And that pretty much did it. Once the tube was in there, I'm like, okay, something will be changing.